What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Happy Thursday to all of you out there. This week's Blu-ray collection video, I'm going to show you every single physical media title I own, beginning with the letter G. If you're new here on my channel and you enjoy physical media content, movies, Blu-rays, steelbooks, box office news, unboxings, and so much more, you are definitely on the right channel. Hit the red subscribe down below, as well as the like button, but most importantly, that notification bell, so you don't miss any future content. So we left off with F, and that was about a month ago. So now we're getting into the letter G. Let me know down below what you want to see in the future. I'm probably most likely going to do an actor next week, actor or actress. So throw me out some ideas. Let me know what you want to see. I will definitely take it into consideration if I have enough of those movies to correspond with that actor, and I will pick one. So let's get into all of my movies, starting with the letter G. Obviously, I'm going to start with my favorite movie of all time. You guys know what that is. It's Goodfellas. Hello. What kind of collector would I be if I did not start with my favorite movie of all time? Goodfellas. I love this steelbook. It's sleek on the front, a little boring on the back, I gotta say. Could have done something a little bit more creative. Maybe put a Lorraine Bracco on the back. That would have been amazing. But no, we put some liquor in a gun. But I'm okay with the front. It's a decent looking steelbook. I like the black, the red, the white. It's sharp looking. I've seen this movie a billion times. That will not change. It's just my favorite. What can I say? It's just my favorite. It just does something to me, for me, whatever. Now, this next steelbook is currently back in restock at Best Buy. So go and grab it if you have not gotten it yet. And that is Godzilla vs. Kong, one of the best steelbooks to be released in the past year. This is how steelbooks should look. We're shelling out a decent amount of money for these things, and this is what I want to see. This is one of the top steelbooks of this past year. It is awesome looking. I absolutely love it. The colors, you kind of can see the storyline of what's going on. They're fighting. That is fantastic. Definitely top tier of this year. What kind of Marvel fan would I be if I didn't put up Guardians? Guardians of the Galaxy. So obviously Volume 1, this one's a little bit tame. It's not too out there. But Volume 2, I love this one. I snagged this one, I believe, on Amazon, and it was the last one left. Because as you know, I wanted to get every single Marvel Steelbook, and I could not find Volume 2 anywhere. I was perusing on Amazon one day, and I found it. I could not even believe it. And it was a very reasonable price too. And it has Groot on it. And I love baby Groot. So I was so happy to get this one. Plain on the back, nothing, but gotta love Guardians too. I mean, the story, not so much. It could have been better, but the steelbook's amazing. Okay, moving on to, now I haven't seen this one yet, and I know it's panned by a lot of people, and that is Green Lantern with Ryan Reynolds. So we have that. The Grinch, the newest version of The Grinch. I'm definitely going to watch this year for Christmas time because I have not seen it yet. Gladiator. I have not seen this one either, but I'm enjoying this steelbook. Russell Crowe looking like a badass on the front and got a little bit on the back, so there we go. You got to have it. Ghostbusters. Original Ghostbusters. You got to have this in your collection. It is a staple. It is iconic. I love Ghostbusters. I cannot wait for Ghostbusters Afterlife. Then, you don't have a physical media collection unless you have 2 copies of Grease on Steelbook. I don't know why. I think it's the hot pink. I don't know. But this one recently came out in the last couple of years. I enjoy it. You know, it's like Grease is one of those guilty pleasures. It's reminiscent of childhood youth. I was in the musical in high school. I think everyone, is it a requirement nowadays to be in Grease in high school? But regardless, this holds memories for me, so obviously I wanted to pick that one up. And then this one, I know the reason I got this, because you have original Grease, and then Grease 2, which isn't that bad. It's got Michelle Pfeiffer. And then the live version with Julianne Hough. 3 movies, and for $10. I paid $9.99 for this at Best Buy randomly one day. And it's like the locker, and it's got like the little drawings on the back, so that's pretty cool. Don't want to knock over the steelbook pile. Again, 2-table situation. You got to have Godzilla. This one I picked up at FYE because the most recent Godzilla that was at Best Buy Steelbook, I could not find that anywhere. So I went ahead and just settled for this one. And actually that's fine because the movie isn't all that great, so I wasn't really missing out on anything. Then you gotta have The Goonies. This is pure nostalgia for me, absolutely. If you guys haven't seen The Goonies, what are you doing with your life? Please watch it. Pick it up and watch it. Then we have The Godfather. And I know it's a bad impersonation, and I'm sorry. Marlon Brando is iconic as Vito Corleone, The Godfather. So when I saw this at FYE, I think it was about $9.99, $9, something like that. Definitely had to pick it up. Definitely had to do that. Okay, so let's move on to the Criterions and the slipcover section. So I only have 2 Criterions starting with G. So I have Ghost World with ScarJo and Thora Birch. Recently watched that. That was good. And I also have The Game. And I haven't watched this one yet, but it has, I believe, Michael Douglas and Sean Penn. You can't really, go wrong with those two. So I'm looking forward to watching that one. Obviously, I'm going to have the Godfather trilogy. That was a no-brainer. And then, of course, the Godfather Coda, which I have not watched yet. This is kind of like the re-edited version, redone version of Part 3. As we know, Part 3 is not so great. I think there was just too much time in between 2 and 3. It was like, 15 years? That was too much of a time difference, I think. It just didn't work. All right, now we're going to slipcovers. We have Gemini Man. I saw that in theater. Excuse me. Saw that in theater. I still have not watched it here on Blu-ray, but I think I got that at Black Friday sale, so that's okay. I did not pay full price for that. The Good Liar with Helen Mirren. I love me some Helen Mirren. You guys know that. Again, Godzilla vs. Kong on 4K because I could not find the Steelbook when it first came out. And then randomly it popped back up on Best Buy, the Steelbook, so I quickly grabbed it and I got it shipped to me. But in the meantime, I had to have it, so I got the 4K. Still haven't watched it. I've seen it in theater and on HBO Max, but I have not pulled it out for physical media to watch it. All right, we got the 2 G.I. Joe movies on 4K. We'll just move on from those. Greenland. This is actually an underrated disaster movie. Not bad. Usually when you think of disaster movies, they're corny, they're cheesy, and that's kind of the reason why we enjoy them and like them. But this one was actually pretty decent. The acting was good, so give it a watch. If you can find it on sale, I recommend picking it up. Gran Torino with Clint Eastwood. I was going to say, racist Clint Eastwood, but he's in there. Then we have Gloria Bell with Jumo, Julianne Moore. Have not watched that one yet. You do not have a physical media collection unless you have Great White in your stack, okay? Great White. Haven't watched it yet, but so looking forward to seeing how tacky it is. Actually, I think I heard it was pretty good from my other sources and friends that I talked to. The movie I hated, The Gambler. Oh, I did not like this movie whatsoever. We'll just move on. Game Night, one of the best comedies out there. If you have not seen it, pick it up. You can always find it at Best Buy for around $6.99, $5.99, $7.99. It's always like in that range below $10. The Gentleman. Went and saw that in theater. Picked that up for Black Friday. We have Get Out. Iconic Get Out. Get Smart. Okay. This movie, I was laughing at this one and I gave it a shot because I'm like, you know what? It's probably corny as hell, but I'm just going to go with it. I'm glad I did. Steve Carell is spot on perfect as the part that he plays. What's his name? Maxwell? I forget. But great. It's just pure entertainment. Pure entertainment. You don't have to think at all whatsoever. Let's just move on from here. Okay. Ghost in the Shell with ScarJo. Had to pick it up. It's my ScarJo. I had to add into the ScarJo collection. The Gift. If you are looking for a twisty psychological thriller, this movie is for you. Jason Bateman, Joel Edgerton, and I believe he wrote and directed this. This is borderline psychological thriller / horror. Because what happens in this movie is just so creepy and weird. You can always find this at Big Lots for about $3 to $5. That's where I picked up my copy. It was a blind buy. I took a chance. And I'm glad I did. This is a good movie. You never hear anyone talking about it. And you should be. Because it's that good. Then we have The Girl on the Train. I've seen this so many times. Good acting by Emily Blunt. I don't really know what happened there. I thought she would get nominated for that or something, but that just never happened. Then we got Girls Trip. Iconic, classic Girls Trip. Gotta have Godzilla, King of the Monsters. I enjoyed that more on the rewatch. Gone Girl. Obviously, another copy of Goodfellas on Blu-ray before the Steelbook came out. Good Will Hunting. Oh, Robin Williams. So good in this. So good in that. If you have not seen this movie, I highly recommend. I need to rewatch it again. Not sure if I'm going to do it in the holiday season. Maybe in January. Gorillas in the Mist. This is a biopic about Diane Fossey, and she worked with gorillas, and it's a tragic story. It's a great story that turns tragic, and you just need to watch it. Sigourney Weaver gives a great performance. I watched that when I was younger, and that's very nostalgic for me, so I do recommend for you guys to watch. We've got The Graduate. I still got to rewatch that. I went to Sleep Town with that one. Gravity. So happy I picked this one up. Usually I don't gravitate towards sci-fi, but with this one, it's Sandra Bullock and George Clooney. I gave it a chance. So happy that I did, because it's a good movie. And it's only an hour and a half. Usually with sci-fi movies, they go about the 2-hour mark, but with that one, it's like 90 minutes. Boom, it's done. Great. Let's move on with our lives. So that was a bonus. That was a plus. The Great Gatsby with Leo. It's been so long since I've seen that. My pile is going to fall down. All right, we got the final pile of Blu-rays. So we got The Great Outdoors. Just did this one for a Never Seen It series video yesterday. Great comedy. Please watch that if you haven't. Gross Anatomy. I'm thinking I'm gonna get rid of this one. This is like a one-time watch kind of thing. This isn't a rewatchable movie for me. I picked it up at the pawn shop randomly, so $2, whatever. I'm not concerned about it. The Greatest Showman. If you love musicals and you love Hugh Jackman in a musical, this is for you. So good. I know it gets panned by a lot of people, but I enjoy it. The soundtrack is catchy. Leave me alone. I enjoy it highly. Then we have Green Book, one of our Best Picture winners. Gremlins. You got to have Gremlins in your collection. Then, of course, The Grinch on Blu-ray. Picked it up at the Black Friday sale. Then I got the Steelbook afterwards. We have Guardians Volume 2 on regular Blu-ray. Just picked up Gangster Squad. Looking forward to watching that one. Get On Up. Oh my God. Chadwick, R.I.P. We miss you. Still to this day. I don't think we'll ever get over it, honestly. Just picked up Glass on 4K, so looking forward to that one whenever I can get to it. I picked this next one up at Dollar General for, I believe, $1.95, and it has Reese Witherspoon, and I've never heard of this movie, The Good Lie. $1.95? I'll check it out. It's probably going to be a one-time watch, but if it is, it was only $2. No big deal. Then we have The Great Escape, classic movie right here. I believe I picked that up at Barnes & Noble. Good Morning Vietnam. I definitely have to watch this very soon. I believe Tony gave this to me, so I definitely have to watch that. When I have an extra 4 hours, I will watch Gone with the Wind. There we go. We have the Ghost Rider collection. Still haven't seen that one. And Ghost Town. I don't know what that one's about, actually. Finally ending with The Green Mile. So that is everything I own. Blu-rays, Criterions, Steelbooks, everything starting with the letter G. But let me know down below, how many movies do you have starting with the letter G? Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.